Hi guys, today I want to talk to you a little bit about health because during the economic collapse it's very important that all of us are as healthy as we possibly can be at the start of the economic collapse and try to remain as healthy as we possibly can be during the economic collapse, however long that may go. You see, if you have to go to a doctor and the economy's upside down on its head, what are you going to do about it? Well, a lot of people would say, well, you just have to do what you can and, try to make any type of remedy that you possibly can for it. But I'm going to try to teach you ways to become so healthy that you very well may not have to go to a doctor ever again. I haven't been to the doctor in nearly 20 years. Last time I can really remember it, I think I was about 15 or 16, and I haven't been since. But anyway, I want to talk to you about several things regarding health. And I really feel that if some of you put these things into your life, some of these things that I'm going to recommend to you, that you could very well lose any type of weight that you have. I come from a family with a fat gene, and I lost a lot of weight. And I really think you could lose weight too. I think you could feel great. I think that you could extend your life. I wouldn't doubt some of you could extend it even up to 30 years if you really put these things into practice. First, I want to encourage everybody to watch a video called The Raw Food Trucker. It's here on YouTube. Just check it out. This guy lost an incredible amount of weight. He made his colon cancer disappear. He cured his diabetes. He just did amazing things for his health. And I think that that can be a good inspiration for anyone that's middle-aged and just wants to turn a new leaf in their health. I hope that many of you won't have to ever get sick again if you put these things into your lives. So anyway, without further ado, let me just cover the first bases. You want to stop eating any type of fast food. Anything that you buy at any type of restaurant, most of it is just garbage, it's processed. Even Subway use coloring on some of their lettuces and bell peppers, things like that. You just want to try to avoid eating out whenever possible. Just stop doing it. Look, guys, they load that stuff with MSGs. That's an excitotoxin. It's actually very addictive in your mind. You just crave that fast food. You have very high highs, very low lows when you're eating a lot of fast food. Quit the soft drinks. They're terrible for you. Quit buying things that are in a package that are basically heat and eat, like raviolis or anything that's pretty much in a can. You want to try to avoid that stuff. It's just processed. It has hardly any nutritious benefits in it whatsoever. It's almost complete trash. If you have to use a can opener to open it up, it's garbage. Any type of box things like macaroni and cheese, that's complete garbage. If you really want macaroni and cheese, make it yourself. It tastes so much better. It's a lot more rewarding. You know what goes into it. There's no funky chemical names you can't pronounce, and it tastes so much better. But I'm going to take it a little bit further than that. I want to talk to you about raw foods. And raw foods are something that help me lose weight because I work out a lot. I was never really a health nut until I realized how good I could feel. Now I'm what people would classify as a health nut. I just look at it as, I just care about feeling good and living for a long time. The raw food diet that people are talking about isn't really a diet. It's a way of life. It's a different way of thinking about food. Now, before I lose many of you, I don't follow a strict raw food diet. I'm about an 80% raw food diet, so I'll eat a lot of things, but sure, I'll have a taco salad that has meat in it that I cook, and I'll have cheese in that taco salad and sour cream, but it still has a bunch of raw, lettuce and carrots and cabbage and things like that in that salad. And it's very good for you. But a lot of times at lunch I'll eat like raw cashews and an apple and carrots and things that are just raw fruits and vegetables. I encourage everyone to look up raw foods and the different neat things you can make. At our birthday parties with our kids, we make raw apple pie. Check out the videos here on YouTube. They're absolutely delicious. They taste just like a cooked apple pie, but it's 10 times as healthy, very low calorie, and I think it'll be something that you could just have in your life and wonder why you didn't do it before, because it's just equal. It's equal to a cooked apple pie. So why wouldn't you want the health rather than, it's even easier. You don't even have to cook it. You basically grind up the apples and cinnamon and use agave nectar instead of sugar, and your crust is basically ground up raw cashews and raw sunflower seeds mixed with agave nectar and olive oil, and it presses down into a pie shell. It's so easy, and I cannot believe Some people would choose to eat a cooked apple pie, or maybe they just lack the knowledge that there is a raw apple pie. It tastes so much better. You can make raw ice cream. You know, it's basically a ground up banana, vanilla, raw cacao, which is chocolate, and you can make a wonderful cold, tasty thing of ice cream just out of good fruit. It's all a choice. That's all this is about. I don't believe that there really is a fat gene, so to say, because that's something I hear a lot within my own family. I believe that people learn bad eating habits from their family, and you are what you eat. So whatever you put in your mouth is what's going to affect your health overall. Check it out. I can't encourage it enough. Just look into raw foods. It'll help you through an economic collapse. You won't have to worry about cooking so many things, and it's just great for your health overall. Now, I want to get into something a little bit more than raw foods. They're called superfoods, and these things are just like foods that are so incredibly good for you, it just will blow you away. And I encourage everyone to research each one of these things that I'm talking about. I don't have enough time on YouTube to explain how good these things are. The first superfood is called the goji berry, and these are little dehydrated goji berries. They almost have every B vitamin in them. They'll prevent macular degeneration, which is something that plagues many countries, called age-related macular degeneration. And it's basically where people go blind when they're old. The goji berry is the second highest food with antioxidants in them in the whole world, and they're just absolutely nutritious. Acai berry, which I like too, is also antioxidant rich. It has tons of vitamins. It's also a superfood. I don't have any here to show you, but research that as well. Research what royal jelly will do for you. Royal jelly is something that bees feed the queen bee, who lives 4 times longer in their beehive. And basically it has tons of antiviral things. It's people who take this have known to cure their Graves' disease, and also it basically makes you feel like a queen. So anyhow, royal jelly is wonderful for you. This is royal jelly and raw honey, and I bought this for both the royal jelly and the raw honey. Raw honey is a superfood as well. A lot of virus and bacteria fighting properties in it. Spirulina, you've got to research this stuff. This stuff is excellent for you. In fact, you could probably live, if you had nothing else to eat on this planet and you just had to live on one thing, I would pick spirulina, because this stuff's just loaded with proteins, all types of acids, all types of great amino acids. In fact, most of these superfoods have tons of amino acids in them. But research spirulina, excellent for you. If you never want to get a cold again, if you never want to get sick again, propolis is the answer. This is bee propolis. Bees have very weak immune systems. This is basically the thing that they seal up their hives with. It is excellent for you. I just can't emphasize this enough. Bee propolis is the food of choice if you don't want to get the flu or colds or anything like that ever again. You need to take this stuff, put it in your tea. It's not too bad. Maybe a little bit of an acquired taste, but it is sweet, kind of like honey and with a twist. Excellent for you. Bee pollen. Now, all of these bee products, if you're allergic to honey, you know, I would just stick with the goji berries and spirulina and the raw cacao, which I'll show you in a minute. The bee pollen, this is the food that most of the bees eat. It's loaded with the pollens from fields. It'll prevent lots of allergies that you could have otherwise. If allergies plague you, bee pollen, local bee pollen is a thing you want to be taking. There's tons of vitamins and amino acids in this stuff. Just excellent for you. Research it. I don't have the time to tell you. Raw cacao. This has the highest levels of antioxidants on the planet. It's just raw chocolate. It hasn't been cooked. You can even make chocolate bars with it. You can make your ice cream with it. It has that bitter taste, kind of like unsweetened cooking chocolate, but it's not been processed or anything like that. These are like little nibs that have been crunched up, I guess the cacao bean. Excellent for you. The antioxidants fight free radicals in your body. You can actually lose signs of aging. A lot of people lose age spots. Just excellent for you. Can't recommend all these superfoods enough. I'll put a link in my information box. Also, I don't have the acai here. That is also a superfood that I'd highly recommend. And go on at least an 80% raw food diet. You'll be so healthy for the economic collapse. You could extend your life doing this. You could just turn a whole new leaf in your health. Look into this stuff. It's worth it. You only live one time. Don't you want to live as long and healthy as you possibly can? I know I sure do. So anyway, I'll catch you next time. Thank you.